Some people beg love from others in the name of love. They keep asking the other side until they agree with them, even though they clearly know that other side is not interested in them. Somehow they want acceptance from the other side. By begging, they want to increase the chance of acceptance by the other. These individuals behave like kids. For example, kids keep asking for chocolates until you give them one. Otherwise, they will cry and somehow try to get the chocolate. This childish behavior never went away in these individuals who are adults now and who are begging for love. They are clinging to their age-old habits unconsciously. This unconscious individual depends on others for his or her happiness. Love depending on others has lot of scope to create suffering within this individual and suffers upon rejection by other. Some of the statements they keep repeating to the other are, "Please, I love you so much. Please love me. Please, I will look after you so well. Trust me. You will be very happy with me. Please love me." So on and so forth. All these statements are said in a begging tone or voice, which shows their fear of losing the other person clearly. Informing about your love interest to the other is absolutely fine, but question yourself, do you really want to beg love? If one fears about losing somebody, sooner or later your thoughts will manifest into reality because of your own doing, as your thoughts, emotions, and energy that's just getting into this whole negativity. Even if you enter a relationship in this manner, it won't be a merry-go affair. If they enter into relationship, these so-called begging lovers, as they are very insecure in nature, the other person needs to reassure them always that he or she will be with this person only and not leave them. But these begging lovers doesn't believe the words of other, and fear of losing continues, as this is not at the level of thought for them, but this idea of losing crept into their subconscious level within themselves, and that's how their nature is. Because of this insecure feeling, slowly but surely suspicion starts about the other person, always worried about with whom this person is talking to or hanging with, and shows their extreme mood changes, anxiety, frustration to the other. These individuals restrict the other person and tries to limit the other's social interactions, kind of treating them as slaves, especially in the context of social relationships outside of the current arrangement. Usually, they will try to satisfy the needs of the other without any issues, but it's all about insecurity, which is a big no for anybody to have a happy, loving relationship. Restricts the individual freedom of the other to move physically. This individual always thinks that the other is capable of sleeping with someone or leave them permanently. Other person will feel suffocated and will eventually become so unhappy with this begging lover and his or her nonsense as time progresses. Also, let's understand from the other side view why sometimes this love from begging lover who proposed this love is accepted by the other. Some of the reasons are like, this person loves me so much, he or she will make me happy for life. What else do I want? Or, this person will listen to whatever I say. I exactly wanted somebody like this. Or it could be, nobody else proposed me, seems like a good choice, let me accept the proposal, so on and so forth. But the reality is, exact opposite will happen if they commit to each other. Why? There is no love whatsoever between these two. On one side, we have the so called lover who is begging for love, and on the other side, who accepted the proposal, thinking that beggar who is begging for love will satisfy his or her need for love, which is far from reality. Even if they commit or hitch together, they are destined to separate or become very, very unhappy in their lives. Someone who is begging for love needs to understand that there is nothing to be insecure about. You do whatever the best you can by letting others be like themselves. Only then love will grow. Also, there is nothing to be suspicious as well. If two adults want to mate with each other outside of the current relationship, nobody can stop that, isn't it? You need to understand your nature is not conducive to create love. It actually destroys love with the other, and you are the one to blame for, not the other if it happens. This individual has to understand that one needs to have choices in life rather than a compulsive desire like the chocolate example we talked earlier. Even if someone rejects your love proposal, it is okay to get rejected and there is nothing to panic. There may be actually a better person waiting for your life. Have patience and no expectations whatsoever, and have confidence that you will for sure get a very good person of your interest in future, even if this current proposal is rejected. As long as you have the intention to refine yourself for good. Accepting the way the others are is very important to create love atmosphere. Move away from childish behavior. Learning the art of handling difficult situations with an understanding that suffering that you are experiencing is not permanent. It will be replaced by happiness soon, and happiness and suffering are just two sides of the coin. After suffering, happiness comes, and after happiness, suffering comes. This is just a cycle. This cycle exists until you elevate your understanding that there is nothing to suffer. It's all about being happy no matter what. Love each other forever. Happy loving.